from 1 to 33, what does those different numbers mean to you?
1 is male energy. So when people born on the 1st, 10th, 19th, 28th, they have more leadership ability. 2 is feminine energy. So when people are born on the 2nd, they tend to have more feminine qualities, even if they're a man. If they're a woman and they're born on the 2nd, woo, that body, woo, they got it going on. People born on the 3rd, 12th, 21st, and 30th, they're the ones who are the comedians. Chris Rock is the 3 Lifepath. A lot of the popular people out there today tend to be 3s who are funny. 4 is the number of law and order. So for instance, whenever it's the 4th, 13th, 31st, start noticing around how many more police are pulling people over. Yeah. So I always tell people, if you're fucking doing dirt, best take the 4 day off, because the boys will come see you. You're much more likely to be arrested that day under 4 energy. 5 is the number of looks, number of travel. So if you're traveling, good day to do is under 5 energy. 5 is number of sex, number of looks. So a lot of good looking women are born on the 5th, 14th, 23rd. As a matter of fact, of the top 100 models of all time, supermodels, 30% of them were 5s. Yeah. So again, when you think about percentages, 1 out of 9, that's 11%. So when you have something at 30%, that's almost 300% higher than anything else. So it shows you that it beats the standard of the median, what it should be. So there's obviously something there. 6 is number of home and family. For all the guys out there who say, oh, women don't want to have babies, they don't want to be stay-at-home moms, find someone born on the 6th, 15th, 24th. You'll eat your words. 7 is the number of the genius. Genius starts with G. G is the 7th letter. So people born on the 7th, people born on the 16th, people born on the 25th have higher intelligence. 8 is the number of money. 8, people born on the 8th, Sneeko example. He was broke, now he has a bag. Why you think Sneeko was, when he was broke and he have a bag, because of his number? Yeah, of course. He's born in the 8th. So people who are born in the 8th, they usually tend to be poor, and then they grow up and they start having that bag. So like they have to have 8 in their number. Like me, so like me, I was born the 18th of February. Not the same. Not the same. So what would be considered my sign? I need your whole birthday. You're a 9, if I remember. 2/18/96. Yeah. Yeah, you're a 9. You're also born in the year of the rat. Basically, you got a good mouthpiece. You're pretty good at what do you want me to say in your podcast? Let's hear it. You're good at manipulation. I'm good at manipulation. You're good at manipulation. Doesn't mean you're going to do it in a bad way all the time. Sometimes people aren't as smart as you, and you have to fucking lead them down the right path, but you don't always want to explain everything you're doing, A, B, C, or D. So you basically have to tell someone, do this. They don't understand what they're doing, but at the end, it helps them out. Yeah. Does that make sense? It's still manipulation. Okay. If you're putting someone off, having conversation. Yeah. Anything, but if you're steering someone in a direction, even if you're doing it for a good reason, it can be manipulation. But manipulation isn't always a bad thing. I mean, your thing is networking, brother. You know everybody. You know everybody. You literally know everybody. And that's your thing in life. That's what rats are. The guy who I have, who works for Trump and is my students, are rat too. So I call my dude, he fucking calls people in the Trump camp, and he's a rat like you. So they know it's, so rats are good to have around because they have a big, vast network. A whole bunch of different people. So again, one person from this genre, one person in this genre, and you're always in the middle. Does that make sense? That makes sense. So where was that number 8? 8's the number of money. 9 is the number. I don't talk too much about 9s. Why you don't talk about 9s? Because every other numerologist about them is wrong. So and they're just going to copy me. So I kind of keep that shit a little bit hidden. Because at the end of the day, everyone just copies me anyway. So give us one tip for the guys on here. You don't got to talk about all about 9s. I did. I know. He's a 9. So basically, remember I told you yesterday, the ability to adapt. Oh yeah, the ability to adapt. You can adapt to any situation, anything. That's a 9 trait. I don't go into the other 9 traits. I'll tell you a little bit off camera, but the reason I don't do it is because they're all wrong. Like for instance, the books and the websites, they all say 9s are humanitarians. 9 is the number of the humanitarian. Is Joseph Stalin a fucking humanitarian? He put 50 million people in the ground. Is Heinrich Himmler, the guy who ran the SS, the guy who put people in concentration camps and fucking, is he a humanitarian? So again, they're not all nines are humanitarians. Some are, some aren't, just like anyone else. So you have to be very, very careful about the numerology in books and on websites.
It could be misleading.
If it's free, it's most likely free for a reason because it has no value.
Yeah. So it's misleading.
Yes.
Well, I noticed a lot of content was out there that was free are really misleading content.
That's the whole point of it being out there. It's a psyop.
What about Lifepath 6?
So let's go back to the numbers though. Let's go back to the numbers. Let's finish the numbers. So you was at 9.
We did 9. Next 10. One is 11.
Yeah, 11.
10 reverts back to 1.
Oh.
0 is 1. So 11 is when you call master number. 11, 22, and 33. They're at a different frequency. And the 11s are usually the ones who have the most charisma. As a matter of fact, Joe Rogan is born on the 11th.
Yeah.
Top podcast in the world. Who's the kid who's running the streets here in Miami? Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross is born on the 11th. Yeah. So again, we have the 2 top guys, different ages, and they're both running.
So you think
I'm not done yet.
Go ahead.
When it comes down to the Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro, he is 11 Lifepath. So it's not just with people who are 11s who are good at the talk show thing. Yeah. President Barack Obama's an 11.
Oh, wow.
And that boy had a mouthpiece. I don't care what anyone says. Barack Obama had, well, I'm not a big fan of his.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, I can respect people who I don't like. Why? Because I know they have skills. Barack Obama is the best, absolute best.
Yeah.
Mouthpiece in the world today. And you're talking to a guy with he's got a pretty good one himself. And by the way, I'm good friends with his brother Malik.
Yeah.
So when it comes down to it, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's an 11, Kobe's an 11, Kyrie's 11. So think about this. Yeah. Michael Jordan 11 mentored Michael Jordan 11 mentored Kobe Bryant in 11. Yeah. Kobe an 11 mentored Kyrie Irving is 11. 11. So they're really good athletes. They're really good at basically getting an audience. They're good at charisma.
So you think when, like you said, that he mentored all those 11s, like when so you think when they're looking for recruits, they're like,
no. They don't know anything about it. That's the point.
So it's programmed through their subconscious mind.
In a sense, yes. They don't know anything about it, but their subconscious mind picks up on it. 100%.
Oh wow! So the subconscious mind just steer them the amount of the people that they should be around.
Well, I mean, listen, 11s get along with 11s.
Yeah.
22 is the number of the master builder. People who are 22s are really good at architecture. They're really good at building up other people. For instance, Bill Parcells, who I consider the best coach of all time. He's born on the 22nd. If you look at his coaching tree, he is the guy who put Bill Belichick on. And Bill Belichick put other people on. But it all started with Parcells, born on the 22nd. America, I mean, its first president wasn't Benjamin Franklin. Yeah. Benjamin Franklin's on a $100 bill, and that's the sexiest motherfucker alive. You know what I'm saying? I always tell my wife, man, that's the sexiest man alive, right there. Yeah. Pretty motherfucker, man. But the whole point is, he's not the guy who started this country.
Who did?
The guy who's the first president, George Washington.
Yeah.
And George Washington is born on the 22nd. He helped build America. Now, who was a superpower before America? USSR, Soviet Union. Who built that? Vladimir Lenin, born on the 22nd. So the last 2 guys who built up the last 2 superpowers, both born on the 22nd. 22 is the number of master builder. 33 is the number of influence. That's why Jesus Christ died when he was 33 years old. And they made sure to associate that number with him because he's the most influential dead man in the world.
Wow. That's insane.
Freemason order goes up to 33 degrees too. The interesting thing about that is the Freemasons put a Fahrenheit system in America, where the rest of the world uses Celsius.
What was that system?
And the reason they put it in is very interesting. So under 32 degrees, water is frozen, but at 33, it's liquefied. So that basically means when you reach that 33 degree energy, a lot more possibilities are open to you. You become more enlightened.
How do you reach that energy?
Oh, brother. A lot of lifetimes, man. You got to be reincarnated quite a few times.
So you believe in reincarnation?
You got to be a moron not to.
What?
By the way, my Muslim brothers don't believe in that too much. Too fucking bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So here's the thing. I believe there's old souls and there's young souls.
Yeah.
And people don't have the same mission. Not, some people are not meant to be great.
Yeah.
Some people are just meant to be the mothers or fathers or brothers or sisters of great people. They're supposed to be that support network for it.
Yeah.
Not everyone can be the fucking superstar. There's
true.
one Michael Jordan and there's a Steve Kerr, there's Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, but there's one fucking Michael. And everyone knows their role. Everything works so beautifully.
Yeah.
So not everyone can be the man.
Yeah.
That's one thing people don't understand. Not everyone can be the fucking man, but everyone wants to be the man.
Yeah.
The thing about numerology and astrology, it'll tell you who the man is.